I am Ajit Singh, hosting today's session. With me, I have my colleague Mr. Harish, and he will be assisting me during the entire session. Today's topic of discussion is stress management. Now, before we proceed to the session, I would like to announce some house rules for the session. Like first will be everyone except the panelists and the host are requested to be on mute with their videos off. The second is the webinar will be in a general format where we will have about 25 to 30 minutes with four panelists who will be sharing their views, ideas, and that will be followed by an open question and answer session for 20 minutes. The question and answer you can type in the chat box. If you have any questions for the panelists, so those will be bring up during the question and answer session. This session is recorded and you all are requested to kindly refer to Rodic's social media channels to listen to the session. You may also share the link with your friends and family. Uh, After that, I would like to all you know that we have organized 5 sessions under Rodic's Webinar Club, and this is the 6th session of Rodic Webinar Club. These sessions are attempted for knowledge sharing, and there is some good news for you all that I'm told that the best talking points and the ideas will be considered by the management, and HR will implement these ideas while recognizing the employee. Friends, the topic for today's session is stress management. So, as the topic suggests, I'm sure that you will all agree that stress is there in everybody's life, and some of us cope up with that, few fail. Recently, during this turbulence of COVID, we have heard many suicide cases due to stress, and these include not only the common man, but we have seen many big people, many big celebrities, which we have heard in the recent news. So I want to expand my knowledge about these causes, the causes behind the stress, bads of stress, and uh, you may also agree that there may be some good of all these stress. So, which will be the views about this will be shared by the panelists during this session. So, I'm also very curious to know about the facts and then the knowledge sharing about all these things. So on this note, let me introduce you all to our power packed panelists for today's session, who will be bringing their very interesting and talking points on this subject. Number one is Mr. Lakshmi Narayan Sharma sir. Mr. Lakshmi Narayan Sharma is presently serving in Rodic as team leader and construction management specialist in our HPKVN construction of institutional buildings project at Shimla since January 2019, which has been funded by Asian Development Bank. He has also served a short stint of 10 months as regional officer in our regional office Patna. He is a civil engineer from VNIT Nagpur with specialization in construction management. With over 26 years of experience in highways, road infrastructure works, high-rise buildings, industrial projects both in India and abroad, with successful track record of project deliveries and leading multiple project teams. His interests include photography, music, and spirituality. Uh, Sarma sir, I welcome you on behalf of Rodic Webinar Club. Our second panelist is Mr. Rahul Pandey. He has recently joined Rodic on 22nd of June this year as a trainee engineer after completing advanced construction management from NICMAR Pune. He is in Highway and Bridges Department and right now assigned on two projects, that is Balachira Haran Grajao, which is in Assam, and Silkyara Bend Barcode Tunnel, which is in Uttarakhand project. Uh, Dear Pandey, I welcome you all on behalf of Rodic Webinar Club. Our third panelist is Mr. Utkarsh Srivastava. He is a senior executive in business development department of Rodic HO, and he is working with us for last 2.5 years. He has completed his BTech in civil engineering from Integral University, Lucknow, and done MBA in Infrastructure Management from Symbiosis International University, Pune. So, dear Utkars, very welcome to Rodic Webinar Club as a panelist. Fourth one is Mr. Suraj Abhay. He has recently completed his BTech in the Civil Engineering and minor degree in Management Studies from NIT Trichy, Tamil Nadu. He belongs from Aurangabad, Maharashtra, and completed his schooling there itself. He joined Rodic Consultants on 27th of July this year at Rodic headquarters, New Delhi, as graduate engineer trainee. He is in the design team of Rodic headquarters in the highway section, studying DPI projects and associated with Silchar Badarpur project. Dear Suraj, I welcome you on behalf of Rodic Webinar Club. Now, without talking much, I will start our questions, and my first question will be for our first panelist, Mr. Alan Summer. Sir, please switch on your video and unmute your mic. Mr. Hari will be assisting you during presentation of the slides. Yeah.
Everyone can view me?
Yeah, sir, we can hear you, and we can see.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So first question to you, sir, is that what is stress and what are the common causes for stress? How stress is impacting our daily life in today's parlance? Sir.
Thank you, Ajit. Thanks a lot. And I appreciate the effort being done by this webinar club. First of all, I would like to welcome entire Rodic family here and all the guests who are present here. What an appropriate topic in today's times, as you rightly said, that COVID-19 has disrupted almost all the activities and has created a sudden change in the our routine activities. And whether you talk of our office work or whether you talk of our routine family life or home situations. So Hari, can you switch on to my first slide, please? So I'm going to discuss today about stress and how stress is impacting our daily life in today's parlance. So before I introduce this concept to you, I would like to have a small analogy that this stress can be compared with the friction in engineering terms, as it is like it is a necessary evil. Like friction is little friction is required to move the things in the physical sense. Likewise, the little stress is required to carry out our jobs, and simultaneously, if it exceeds a certain limit, then it is detrimental to our health, actually. So we are essentially talking about here negative stress, which can lead to depression. So a very famous film personality talked about it, and it is said that negative stress, which leads to depression, is like a prison where you are both the suffering prisoner and cruel jailer. So you can imagine the impact of stress, because you have to find out the solution. At the same time, you suffer the impact of it. So you can see the figure on the screen. I was attending one seminar where they asked me to, hold my fist like this with the thumb inside for 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, the hand was really tired. Likewise, due to stress, in the muscles of our brain, they get tired, and this is in 10 minutes our hand situation is like this. But for days together, our muscles of the brain are in tension due to certain external or internal situation. Hari, can you switch on to the next slide, please? We can see here, as Ajit rightly said, very famous film personalities and famous people who have everything, money, fame, etc. they suffered. They could not cope with the grueling aspects of the stress, and they went to the extreme action of ending their lives. And recent example of Sushant Singh Rajput also, everyone knows about it. Can you switch on to the next slide, please, Hari? And if it is not handled properly, then previous slide showed that what is the impact. And now we will see that if the stress is handled properly, and there are many good personalities who have handled stress very positively, and they came back with the more strength actually. Uh, you can see from here all these personality, and I would like to quote from our scriptures that Arjuna also felt a lot of stress when he saw two armies which were, you know, his own relatives. So he handled the stress very nicely. He went to his mentor and friend Krishna and handled the stress positively and went on to win the war. So Hari, please, can you switch on to the next slide, please? Now, let us look at the impact of the stress. Okay, you can see on the slide the various statistical figures given in the slide, and most importantly, if you see third point, that 73% of people have stress and impact their mental health. So it is 3/4 of the population, you know, according to the American Institute of Stress. So it is very important to, you know, handle this particular enemy. It is enemy as well as friend. I told that if it not handled properly, it is the greatest enemy of a person. Next slide, please. Now, now we see that it is not only affecting the health of a person, but it is also costing a lot. So if you see in America, it is affecting the monetary part everywhere in the world. And America recognized it, and almost $300 billion every year are spent on healthcare due to stress actually. And everywhere, like in Australia, UK also, the huge chunk is being spent over this particular issue. Next slide, please. Hi. So now we come to the national statistics in our own India. So as you can see the figures from the slide, the most important point here is to mention about that the younger generation, about 95% of the younger generation aged between 18 to 34, they are suffering from severe stress. So it is very important issue which is to be taught even in the schools, and I appreciate our management that they are taking very good measures, very proactive measures to handle this particular issue. Okay, can you switch on to the next slide? Right? So not only it is affecting our present, but it will affect our future also. And you can see that almost half of private sector employees are experiencing the extreme stress as a result of their work. So again, I would like to say that our company and visionary step from our CMD is that they will definitely bear very good results. So can you switch on to the next slide, please? Now I would come to the technical part of. So we have seen that this is a very important enemy which needs to be tackled with proactive efforts, with proper educations. So we can see that in various stages of our life, right from the birth itself is a very stressful situation for both child and the mother, and then schooling, and then the growing up days, and then competitions, studies, then job, relationships. Everywhere the stress is affecting us and our health. So in the modern world, it is called the age of anxiety and stress. Harry, can you switch on to the next slide, please? So, the father of stress management is Mr. Hans Selye. He defined the stress as these are the pressure experiences by a person in response to life's demands, and these demands are referred to as the stressors. So, stressors are stimuli which create the stress. And then later on he expanded the definition a bit, that stress is a process of adjusting to or dealing with the circumstances that disrupt or threaten to disrupt a person's physical or psychological functioning. Our health goes for a toss, and also sometimes we experience mental imbalance and various other issues related to our mental health. So, stress is tension, strain, or pressure from a situation that requires us to use, adapt, or develop new coping skills. So, which is very important. We need to develop skills. We need to understand, get educated, and we need to develop the skills how to handle this particular enemy. Harry, can you move on to the next slide, please? So, the stressor, as I explained earlier, is they are the stimuli that proceed or precipitate a change. Actually, it may be internal or external circumstances. So internal, like our psychological condition, and external, like we experience any external incident which creates tension on us, like death of a particular our near and dear relative. And we can define stress in two sections. First part is distress, and which is really need to be taken care. And second is the eustress, which is essential to carry out our jobs. And this is actually optimal amount of stress, which helps us to promote our health and growth. So, for example, someone praises you, a superior praises us for our hard work, then we feel motivated. But actually, this is a small amount of stress is generated, which is good for us. Can you switch on to the next slide, please, Hari? We can also understand this from a graph. How the stress moves from peace, calm situation to eustress and to distress. If you see the graph between performance and stress, then this is a bell-shaped graph, and the middle portion is eustress, where our performance is at optimal level, actually. And after that, if the stress starts exceeding, then it leads to a fatigue, exhaustion, our ill health, and then extreme cases, a person may break down also. And as we saw that people, they make suicide actually. And that is the portion which need to be taken care of. Can you move on to the next slide, please, Harry? So now we can see, we talked about stressors in the previous slides. So we can see that two type of stressors are there, two type of stimuli is there which create stress. These are physiological stressors and psychological stressors. In physiological stressor, like chemical agents, like we eat certain kind of foods, they are like chemical agents, or we take external substances which create stress on our body to digest or something like that. And then physical agents, then illness, injuries, hormonal fluctuation, they also create stress on the body. Then infectious agents, we are now in the COVID. Nutritional imbalances, we don't eat properly, then proper nutrition is not, that is creating stress on our body. And due to genetic reason also the stress is there. And now we'll look into the psychological stressors, like some situation happens and it suddenly creates the situation where we have to think a lot about that situation. These are at psychological level, we experience extreme stress. So it is maybe due to our relationship strains or some external threats from someone, or accidents due to that we are directly affected. then like I told, that in development and life events like education, then competitions, like that. So like that, these are the psychological stresses. Can you move to the next slide, Hari? Then in common way, we can understand in common man's language that money, work, economy, family responsibilities, relationship, personal health issues, housing costs, and the job stability, family health problems, personal safety, everything in our life which requires us to concentrate and pay more attention, and which is out of control sometimes, it creates huge stress. Hari, can you move on to the next slide, please? So now we can also define sources of stress based on various other factors. This is a different division. The stress can originate from internal stressors. It can also originate from external stressors, then developmental stressors and situational stressor. Situational stressor is occasionally and like unpredictable time they occur. They could be positive, like promotion. They could be negative also, like a death of a family member. It creates a psychological stress on us. And internal is within a person. For example, we feel depressed many times, like in COVID times. Many people feel depressed, and we need to tackle this kind of things by education or by some strategy where we can remove these stressor. Hari, can you move on to the next slide, please? So now we will see sometime, we are in the situation that we are stressed for a long time, and we have to see see some indicators, okay, which signify that we are under stress. So what are these indicators? We can see from that these are psychological indicators, like pupils dilate to increase our visual perception, sweating happens, heart rate increases, okay, skin is pallid, is a dull, then mouth becomes dry, like that. Many stressors are there at the many indications we get at psychological level. And I would like to quote from Bhagavad Gita, where Arjuna also experienced similar symptoms. He says in Bhagavad Gita that Sidanti mam gatrani, that my mouth is getting dry, and the and my all the उसके अंग जो थे वो एकदम कांपने लगे थे, उसके हाथ से गांडीव धनुष गिर गया. तो इस तरह से बहुत सारे सिम्टम्स जो थे अर्जुन ने भी दिखाए थे, और he handled, the important point is he handled it very nicely. He took the education and went on to win the war. So that is very important example from our scriptures we get also. So we can have some more. Can you Hari? Can you? Yes. Thank you so much. So there are some cognitive indicators. We really need to look into these indicators. That next slide, please, Hari. I think it again changed. Hari. Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much. So when stress happens, then if we look at positively, then we try to analyze the situation, we can choose the alternatives, and we are positively having outlook. So these are also indicators that we are under stress. So we can structures, we have to structure, like in we have to see a particular output, so we have to structure the entire situation. Then by self-control at that individual level, this is at individual level, we need to exercise self-control. Sometimes we get angry for small things, so we need to understand that this is due to stress, some kind of stress we are having this situation. Then we can willfully put something in our mind only, and we can have a grudge for a long time together, then the daydreaming also is an indication of stress, that we really do not know what is to be done. Then we start daydreaming, okay, I will do like this. So basically this is creation of stress. Harry, can you move on to the next slide, please? So we can see that stress is actually linked to almost every ailment of which is acquired ailments, like nowadays heart problems. I'm personal sufferer basically, anyways, but I'm trying to learn how to handle this positively. So many issues, hormonal secretion, our endocrine system, they it gets activated, and the many issues. Even cancer is known to be originating from the stress. So these are severe impact of stress, and almost every body part is affected from it. Hari, please, can you move on to the next slide, please? So other things we can symptoms of stress, we can see that we feel fatigued. So you can see the percentage of people who the lack of motivation, anxiety, headache, feeling sad or depressed, and then indigestion, muscle tension, and appetite changes. These are all the symptoms of the stress. So now I will briefly touch upon, because the question was asked to me, the common causes of stress, but I will briefly touch upon the stress management strategies also. Ari, can you change to the next slide, please? See, the most important thing is we need to change our attitude. We have to change our vision towards looking at the things. So these are 5 strategies mentioned. Either we can remove the stressors, either we can withdraw from the stressors. These two situations, we cannot do very often actually. Then change the stress perception. This is very important issue. We have to strategize like this, that we can change our perception toward the external situations and try to improve our lifestyle, etc. Then control stress consequences. This is also our company is doing. Rodic is doing very good actually in this, that stress consequences, because workplace stress we cannot avoid. If we have to perform, then the company will run. So we need to control the stress consequences. Then receive social support also to handle the stress. Harry, can you move on to the next slide, please? So I'm just very briefly touching upon these issues. So in a practical stress management strategies, meditation, for like our CMD's great vision to every day 6 o'clock there are classes on yoga and exercise. This is very well appreciated by everyone in the company, and I am sure that in the future of our company is very healthy, I can say. Leading a balanced lifestyle, we have to learn from this, we have to get educated about this. Then physical activities. So again, our company is organizing various events like games and cycling and many things. I saw that it was being organized in head office, and we are trying to practice in our sites also. Then all these are the stress management practical strategies. तो मैं अंत में I cannot help but I have to say one liner in हिंदी में, जैसे कहते हैं कि बदलती हैं नजरें तो बदल जाते हैं नज़ारे. तो हमको अपनी नज़रिया बदलने की ज़रूरत है. और नज़र का तो हम इलाज कर सकते हैं अस्पताल में जाकर, लेकिन नज़रिए के इलाज के लिए हमें शिक्षित होकर के अपने आप को खुद ही सुधारना पड़ता है. तो एक बहुत ही अच्छी लाइंस कही है किसी ने कि मानो तो जीवन में सुख ही सुख, न मानो तो जीवन दुख का दरिया, देखो मेरे यारो जीवन कुछ और नहीं है, बस है देखने का नजरिया. With these line, I'll put a stop to my voice. Thank you so much, Adit. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, our CMD sir, to initiate such an event. Thank you so much. I hope I answered all the questions.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Means very beautifully you have explained the stress and the common causes of the stress. Means in very detailed you have explained many things about stress, and in the last in the Hindi lines you have beautifully completed this. Means maja aa gaya sir, I should say. So now moving to next panelist, Mr. Rahul Pandey. You may please switch on your video and mic.
I would
And
like to say something.
yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So Rahul Pandey, the question to you is that what are the hazards of stress and how this is impacting us?
Okay, Hari, can you please run my PPT? Yeah, thank you.
Hello.
या अजीत आवाज
हाँ,
आ रही है?
yes sir. हाँ आ रही है सर, आ रही है सर.
2 लाइन बोलना चाहूंगा स्ट्रेस के
Sure
ऊपर.
sir, sure. Thank you sir. Thank you for coming sir.
हाँ. What is stress? About stress, the person who has not work out, or you can say homework, okay, he will be stressed. What is there? Every person should know what is their job, और उसमें क्या क्या बाकी है, कुछ काम बचा हुआ है, they should know that. और उसके बाद उसको डिस्क्राइब करना है. अगर उसको भी नहीं किए, अगर वो बैगेज लेके जा रहे हैं, if those were taking the baggage of those load, जिनका in the evening of 6 o'clock भी खत्म नहीं हो रहा काम, that means those were taking the baggage. I think so. तो स्ट्रेस कम करने के लिए बहुत जरूरी है कि आप जो है, जो काम है उसको फर्स्ट कंप्लीट कर लें, उसके बाद रिलीज हो जाए. मीट योर फ्रेंड्स, मीट योर कंपनी पर्सनल्स, जो भी है. ठीक है, दिस इज द फर्स्ट लेसन. अब चलिए आगे चलिए.
इसमें जो फिगर में मनोज जी,
हाँ सर,
ये फिगर में जो बैगेज दिखाया है ये वही है.
मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ सर. काजमी सर, वेरी थैंकफुल फॉर यू टू इंटरवेन मी. देखिए सर, काम अगर खत्म करके अगर हम घर जाते हैं,
जी,
तो आई
जी,
फील
जी.
वेरी
You are
प्राउड
relieved.
कि आई हैव डन समथिंग.
Yes.
अदरवाइज आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू स्लीप इन द नाइट.
I agree. I agree.
या तो ये जो है, ये सब तो लिखा हुआ है सर, जो भी लिखा है, बट वी नो हाउ टू टैकल द थिंग्स. स्ट्रेस को कैसे मैनेज करना है. और दूसरा, देयर इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट स्ट्रेस जो सीएमडी झेलते हैं, और मैं भी झेलता हूँ. एनी पर्सन अदर आल्सो इज फीलिंग दैट. फोन आ जाता है क्लाइंट का, ठीक है, दैट इज स्ट्रेस कि नहीं अभी मुझे चाहिए, ठीक है, दैट इज स्ट्रेस. नॉर इट इज नॉट नॉर्मल. If something else is going, that is stress. Somebody wants, ये मुझे अभी चाहिए और बना करके अभी भेजो आप, that is stress. So that's why I want our people कि उनको समझ में आना चाहिए, और उनको भी समझ में है इस स्ट्रेस को कैसे निकालना है. आदमी सर.
जी, जी, जी.
हाँ, ये क्या है ना, जैसे कि फोन आ गया अभी तुरंत, राजकुमार जी झेलते हैं कि ये प्रॉब्लम हो गई, ठीक है, और कंपनी में बहुत लोग झेलते हैं.
Yes, I agree.
हाँ, उसमें अभी चाहिए, अभी आ जाइए, ठीक है. दीज आर द थिंग्स आर द पार्ट ऑफ द स्ट्रेस. तो स्ट्रेस को कैसे रिमूव करना है, दैट वी हैव टू लर्न. That is very important for the company also and any individual. How to remove the stress in yourself. उसमें राजकुमार जी ने कर रखा है कि साइकिल चलाओ, है ना, और अपने आप को वेल बीइंग बना के रखो. That is very good initiative from our CMD. बेसिक तो यही है.
Yeah, right, sir.
नहीं,
Yeah,
I,
sir. Thank you, sharing your views, sir. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
please.
totally agree. If we do our job honestly, and we are very clear, then it reduces your stress and give you relief.
It is two part. One part is you do your job promptly, और आप उसके बाद लीजर में चले जाओ, कोई पूछने वाला नहीं है. ठीक है, जॉब प्रॉम्प्टली कर ले. नहीं हुआ, 12 बजे भी लोग काम कर रहे हैं ऑफिस में, रात में. ठीक है, दैट इज द स्ट्रेस. उस स्ट्रेस को कैसे रिलीव करना है, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस. ये तो इतना ये लॉस ऑफ मेंटल का, ये सब चीजें लिखने के लिए अच्छी हैं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. जो प्रॉब्लम फेस होती है, क्लाइंट का रात में फोन आ गया कि नहीं जी आप तो ये भेजे नहीं, ये नहीं किए, वो नहीं किए, तो दोज स्ट्रेस इज वेरी हाई. तो उसको मेंटेन करने के लिए जो सीएमडी सर ने कर रखा है कि साइकिलिंग है या जॉगिंग है, जो भी चीजें हैं, it is very good to help them out with the stress. आदमी सर.
I agree. Yes.
Yes. चलिए सर आगे चलते हैं.
Yeah, right, sir. Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your views. Mr. Pandey, you can continue and please share your views and ideas. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Ajit sir. Thank you, Manoj sir, for your views. Actually, everybody is facing stress in their life at different stages with different conditions. So I'm not going to focus that. I'm going to focus the hazards of the stress. Basically, when a person is facing stress, it start leading a kind of problem that is insomnia. What is this insomnia? It is a kind of sleep disorder. We are not able to take a proper sleep, because of which we are feeling tired. We are not able to perform properly, and it leads to the kind of mental concentration at the workplace. We are not able to concentrate at the workplace. We are not able to focus on the things, and because of this it's create a condition of absenteeism. Physically we are there, but mentally we are not there. So because of this we are not able to achieve the results, which leads the kind of depression. And this depression is basically we are starting losing our hopes. And when the depression is dominating us, it changes our behavior, and it leads the anger and the frustration in our behavior. We started shouting on the peoples, we started frustrating, we are started giving up, we are losing our hopes. So when we are interacting with the family members, when we are stressed, we started shouting on them. We are not our viewpoint is totally fixed. We are not going to listen them. So it leads a kind of miscommunication, and when these all things are happening in our life, it ultimately going to affect our health in terms of migraine and headache. Hari, next slide please. So basically, what are the impacts of stress in life? How stress is going to affect our life? It will be affect your body, your thoughts, your feeling, and your behavior also. It leads a kind of mental and psychological problems, and these problems are not going to stop here. It is going to invite the diseases. Many diseases, it start with the headache, muscle pain, chest pain, high blood pressure, fatigue, stomach upset also. And if the things are not taken care at the early stage, it will lead a severe problems and even can take your life also. Also, this stress is going to affect your love life also. A person having stress, having unavailability of the emotions, he started losing emotion and the attraction towards the partner. They starting isolating from each other, and which leads a kind, in some cases it leads even separation also. Hari, next slide please. So because of stress, we starting a bad habit of overeating, which cause kind of obesity. Also, not only the obesity, even it change our look, how we are looking. It forces us to look older. We have started losing our hairs, uh, blindness, wrinkles on the faces, and also it is going to affect our immune system. I will explain. At the starting of COVID-19, everybody are stressed because we are not actually knowing what exactly it is. That time cases are less, but the recovery rate is also less. Right now cases are improved very drastically, but at the same time recovery rate is also very high, just because we understand that we have to survive with that COVID only. So as the stress is reduced, the immunity system is improved. Hari, next slide please. Due to this stress, we are affecting our teeth and gums also. And also it's not stop here, it is basically going to affect your heart. What happen is, when a person is feeling stress, is what happening is his heartbeat is going to increase, as well as his blood pressure also, which is going to cause us some problems like heart stroke and heart attack. Also in some many cases there is some permanent disability occurs, kind of things like paralysis, in some cases eye blindness also. Hari, next please. So actually what we civil engineers are constructing, we are constructing flyovers and railway overbridge. Why we are constructing? Just because there is some obstacle at the place. The same thing we have to do with the stress, as we can see the image. We have to make a intangible or invisible flyover over this stress. How we will do this? We will do by finding our hobbies. We have to put focus on our hobbies. We have to listen the music, do the yogas, exercises. These things are going to help you. Also, you have to change the way you are looking at the event, because events have no meaning. You are giving the meaning to the event. You have to stop being a warrior and you have to become a warrior. And also, this is the event which can make you and can break you. So stop going reverse, because you can't change the people, you can't change the past. What you can change, so we have to do, we have to flow like a river. Don't go reverse, we have to go in reverse, like नदी की तरह बहना है, पीछे नहीं जाना है. So next slide please. So with this I'm concluding my part. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pandey. Very beautifully, you explained the hazards of stress. How is it impacting us? So, means various those cartoons like, no, very good. So, I'm very happy. So now moving to third panelist, Mr. Utkarsh Srivastava. So, Mr. Srivastava, my question to you is how we can reduce stress and how you can manage it, and what are the different techniques of stress management at workplace or in general. So, what are your views about it?
Okay, thank you, Ajit. Thank you so much for letting me speak over here, and thank you for the lovely introduction. So, we've already seen what is stress, its causes, and how it is impacting us. Let's move on to see the management techniques we can take to overcome it. Moving on, Hari, the next slide, please. So, first, let's understand what is stress management. So stress management is basically a set of techniques and programs intended for people to deal more effectively with their stress situations in their daily lives. We need to analyze the sources and taking positive actions against them. We all know about the common management techniques like meditation, yoga, and regular exercises. So here we need to understand one thing. Our aim should not be to be stress-free all the time. So that is an unrealistic situation. Our aim should be to reduce it to a level so that it doesn't hamper our efficiency. The next slide, Hari. So let's see some techniques of stress management. So these are basically divided into three approaches: the action-oriented approach, the emotion-oriented approach, and the acceptance-oriented approach. Starting first with the action-oriented approach. To the next slide, Hari. So these are the approaches wherein we can change a stressful situation. The things we need to keep in mind are: be assertive in your opinion. How? So it can help you in expressing yourself effectively to others. Assertive here should not be confused with forcefulness. Assertive means being bold, positive, and confident in what you are saying to others. It shows that you respect yourself and are willing to work on your interests. And this also shows that you are aware of other situation and his rights and are willing to resolve the issues between you two. Reducing the noise. So noise can act as a great stressor, but it can be used, it can be controlled and act as a stimulant also. So prolonged noises always makes you feel irritated. So we need to try and find some time each day when we can stay in peace without the use of technologies, without the use of any loud sound, so that our mind and body can relax. Noise can act as a stimulant, like soothing music. It always release our tension. Now, managing your time. We all know the importance of time in our lives. We shall always try to prioritize and organize our tasks so that it creates a less stressful situation for us, like Manoj sir right now said. Creating boundaries. So we need to know and value our own time and space. And we should convey it to others also, but it should be in a respectful way. We should not disrespect someone. Distracting yourself. So we need to start indulging in simple activities which makes us happy, like playing sports, watching movies, reading books, singing, listening to songs, anything which you like. To the next slide, Hari. So the second approach is emotion-oriented approach. So these are used when we can change the way we perceive a situation. Hari, can you change to the next slide? Okay. So affirmation and imagery. So to bear the reality, our brain perceives positive experiences better. Not this one, Hari, the previous one. Thank you. Okay. So to bear the reality, our brain perceives positive experiences better. So we need to replace the negative thoughts in our mind with the positive ones, or some positive experience in the past, which will help us in changing the way we see the situation and the world. Cognitive restructuring. So this is a technique to understand the negative emotions and give you a perspective to how you look at a situation. So this is altogether a different subject of study in the medical science. So it involves counseling and therapies by a psychologists. The third one is the ABC technique. So this is based on optimistic and pessimistic thinking. Like it is written, adversity, beliefs, and consequences. So let me give you an example. Imagine you have given a presentation to a client and your boss gives you a negative feedback. So there are two ways of perceiving it. Either you can take it negatively and stop getting into such kind of works. So this will hamper your future growth. But if you take it positively as a constructive criticism and start working on your mistakes, the next time you will never do such kind of a mistakes, and that will help you in the long run. So it can be seen as first we encounter an adversity or a stressful situation. So how we think about it creates a belief in our mind. Those beliefs then influences us to take some action against that situation, and those actions becomes the consequences. Okay, to the next slide, Hari. So the acceptance-oriented approaches. So acceptance-oriented approaches are useful in stressful situations that you cannot control. Having a good diet, doing regular exercises, meditation, doing what you enjoy, talking to people and sharing your concerns with them. They may be your co-workers or your family members. Taking proper sleep. See, worrying doesn't take away the troubles for the future. It only takes away the peace of today. So why to worry and overthink about it? Building resilience is one of the points I need to explain over here. So we cannot change a particular situation. So there's no point of overthinking on it. Resilience is our ability to bounce back from a difficult situation. To simplify this, I would say that resilient people are skilled at accepting the situation, no matter how worse it is, and then they learn from what the results are and they move on, and they do not do such kind of mistakes in the future. To the next slide, Hari. Now, talking about the prevention of stress at workplace. So there are basically two aspects to it. One, what the companies can do, and the second, what the employees can do. So this goes hand in hand. It should be a combined effort of both the parties, the company and the employees, to overcome such stressful situations at workplace. So the company should encourage exercise, meditation. They should ensure that the workload on the workers is according to their abilities. They should clearly set out the roles and responsibilities of each and every worker. They should encourage participation into various events at the offices. And there should be no tolerance policy for any kind of discrimination. Similarly, the employee should set realistic deadlines. They should not fake it just to please someone. They should take regular breaks during their work. Or if that is not possible, they may do a simple stretching exercise on their workstation. They should leave their work at their workplace. They should not carry it home, because most of the employees in India face this kind of issue. Participating in the functions which occur at the office, participating in the training programs which are there to upgrade your skills at the office. So taking the example of Rodic, I feel that the management of Rodic has been very effective in doing their part over here. Organizing daily yoga sessions, sports activities, yearly marathon, cycling club, and promoting participation of all kinds of employees in the open house discussions and decision-making meetings. So are we doing our part? We need to look upon that. How many of us are willingly participating in such kind of activities? Moving on to the next slide, please. So, stress management during COVID. So in the past 5 months, we all have got the idea how simple activities can help us to fight this COVID situation, like having a healthy and balanced diet, regular exercises, boosting our immunity, keeping our workstations and environment clean and organized, sharing our concerns with our co-workers and family members, and understanding if our decision-making power is being influenced by a negative state of mind or an emotional state of mind. So here I would like to mention one thing. So different people have a different way of responding to a stressful situation. We try to find getaways which make our mood better, but they may be good or bad. Sometimes people go out for a walk during a stressful situation. They may even do breathing exercises. They may start overeating. They start smoking. They start consuming alcohol. So for one or two instances, the smoking and drinking works in coping up. But for a prolonged time, it becomes an addiction. So we need to keep our body healthy also. So we need to look upon that. Moving on to the next slide, Hari. So I'll be summarizing all of the before which we have seen with a few tips. So the procedure we need to follow in a stressful situation is understanding your stress. How do you stress? It can be different for different people. By understanding what stress looks like on you, you can be better prepared for it. Identify your stress sources. So what are the causes of your stress? What situation is causing you the stress? Learn to recognize your stress signals. So what are your internal alarms? What are the symptoms of your stress? It may be headache, it may be nausea, it may be sleeplessness. Recognize your stress strategies. So the strategies we just talked about, divided into the 3 approaches, we need to understand which would be the best suited for such kind of stressful situation. Implementing healthy stress management techniques. So as I said earlier, follow a healthy way for as a getaway for your stressful situations. Making self-care a priority. So this can feel at the first a little selfish approach, but it is like the aeroplane analogy. We must put on our oxygen masks first before assisting others. So we need to promote the simplest things in ourselves, like the well-being such as sleep, proper food, we have a proper exercise, we have relaxed properly, then only will be able to help others. Asking for support when needed. So this is one of the most important things we usually don't do. We usually tend to escape from people and isolate ourselves whenever we are into a stressful situation. So asking for support with your friends and co-workers might give you a different perspective to your problems. So that is all from my side. Thank you all. Thank you for your time and patience.
Thank you, Utkarsh. Very well said about the various means how we can reduce the stress and how we can manage it, the techniques. Now move on to the fourth panelist, that is Mr. Suraj Jabhai. So, Mr. Suraj, you can switch on your video and mic. So, my question to Mr. Suraj is how stress can be useful and how you can change your attitude about stress and have a balanced, healthy life.
Yes, sir. So, thank you, Ajit, sir. So, first of all, a very good afternoon to all. As today's webinar is about stress management, I have heard this very famous quote by the father of stress research, that is Hans Selye. He says that the only person without stress is a dead person. That means we all have some sort of stress in our lives. As my other co-panelist has already talked about what is stress, how it affects us, and what are the common causes of stress, signs, symptoms, and types of stresses. And just now the Utkarsh sir has already explained about how can we manage stress situations, and that is stress management strategies. So now I'm going to talk about how stress can be useful in our lives, how can we change our attitude about stress and have a balanced healthy life. Mr. Hari, next slide please. Okay, so the first thing, I have a very small question for all of you. Can stress be useful in our lives? So according to me, yeah, stress can be useful. So there are various type of stresses, but these are the very two basic type of stress: eustress and distress. So the first one is eustress. It is a form of stress having beneficial effect on health, motivation, performance, and well-being. So it is also known as positive stress, which has the following characteristics. It motivates and focuses on energy. It is a short-term stress. It is perceived as within our coping abilities, and it makes you feel exciting, that makes you feel workaholic. So the positive stress has positive results, which enables your concentration, which also increases your performance, and it energizes you into motion. So basically this picture shows how a positive stress differs from the normal stress. Next slide please. So the second type of stress is distress. Okay, so this is the actual type of stress when we refer the term called stress. It is the form of stress with negative implications. So it is also known as negative stress, which has the following characteristics. It causes anxiety or concern. It can be short term or long term. It depends on the person who is dealing with this kind of stress. It is perceived as outside of our coping abilities. It makes you feel unpleasant, and it also decreases the performance of employees at workplace, and it can lead to mental and physical problems. So basically, negative stress has negative results such as loss of motivation, which also reduces the effectiveness at work, and some physical, mental, behavioral problems. So basically, this picture shows the person who is having eustress, that is a positive stress. He's workaholic and he's energetic, as compared to the person who is suffering from distress. So next slide, please. Yeah. So basically, this diagram, this picture shows the relationship between stress and performance. How stress can be related to the performance of an employee at a workplace. So basically, as you can see in the picture, when the stress is low and the performance is also low, you ended up not getting sleep or say boredom and a kind of mini depression thing. When when stress and performance both are from low to medium, it gives you alertness, and which also increases your attention and interest. When the stress is medium and performance is very high, this is actually called as optimal performance. So basically, this is the area of eustress where you'll be having a positive stress with a positive attitude, working towards this stress, and which will improve your performance. So this is so because of this only, the stress will be useful in our lives. So taking further, when you have a medium stress and high performance, it will lead to strong anxiety. When you have the very high stress and very low performance, it will lead to disorganization or say complete meltdown and depression kind of things. So basically, this is a very basic case study which was organized by American Psychological Association called Stress in America, and they have found out that stress problems are very common. The poll has also found out that 1/3 of people in US report experiencing extreme level of stress, which is a negative stress. 1 out of 5 people, and like in 15 days or more than 15 days in a month. So if we talk about organization point of view, the work-related stress that can result in high levels of employee turnover. The employees who are experiencing negative stress are more likely to make poor decisions and causal errors. So that will also lead to loss of the company. When we talk about the workplace relations and customer service that may deteriorate because of this kind of stress. Next slide, please. Mr. Hari, next slide, please. Yeah. So, as I said, stress can be useful for us. So, how about having a positive attitude towards a stressful situation? It would surely help you to deal with your problems and stressful situations. So, what are the benefits of having a positive attitude at work towards stress? So, basically, it helps us to deal with the stress. It also helps us to gain respect from our co-workers, which actually strengthen our relationship in and out of work. It also motivates us to work hard, and we feel workaholic, and then we start working. And it also changes our attitude towards, instead of dealing on problems, we look for solutions, which also boosts your self-esteem, and at last it makes you happy. So basically, how can you change your attitude, or how can you have a positive attitude towards stress? So we can do few things. We can change our livelihood to be exposed to a stressor. Second thing we can do that we can change what we think about the stressor. And the third thing, we can change the way we think about our coping abilities. So it's very obvious stress occurs when the pressure is actually greater than the resources. So you can you can implement 4 A's in your life. This 4A concept is actually good. You can avoid, alter, adapt, and accept. So first, avoid the unnecessary stress. Second, alter the situation. Third, adapt to the stressor. And fourth, accept the things which you cannot change. So you can also do following things. Don't be complacent. You can sit straight and comfortably on your seat and try various breathing exercises. It will surely help you. You can also try creative visualization, which will make your mind progressive and powerful. Always be ready for changes. So that's what. Expect the unexpected. You can find and protect time to refresh, re-energize, and remotivate. And the very important thing, avoid giving in alcohol, smoking, and other substance abuses. You must get organized, and time management is very essential part of our life. So we should be concerned about time management. And I believe that stress is the driving force which actually pushes us to do things. So imagine a life without stress. So obviously it will be boring, and you won't do things on time. So that's why I feel that stress is really useful for us. Next slide. Yeah. So if we talk about the advantages of next slide, please. Hari, next slide. Yeah. So thank you. So these are the advantages of stress management in a business sector. Less absenteeism due to stress-related disorders, which will also less workers' compensation loss due to stress-related illness or say accidents, which will also improve the job performance of the employees at workplace. If the employees are less stressful, they will work more efficiently, which also improves the attitude of employees and overall health as well. So next slide. Okay, so if you want to develop a positive attitude towards stressful situations in your life, and you want relief from stress, then you can do various things. Okay, so I believe that stress is a very personal thing. As in, everybody has their own way to deal with it. So like we all have different stress busters. Okay, so let me tell about mine. It's very funny but interesting. Whenever I feel stressed, whenever I feel like I don't want to work or I'm under stress, I open YouTube and play two of my very favorite songs. I'll name the songs, that is Khali Bali and Malari. And I play all those songs on 2x speed. And trust me, it's very funny, and I end up laughing a lot, and that actually helps me a lot. And after that, I feel workaholic and I feel energetic. So same thing, you can also do following things. You can stop shallow breathing, and then you can develop some habits of deep breaths. You can also do exercise and yoga. Uh, you can visualize and communicate your vision. And as we all know, laughing is the best exercise. You can crack some jokes, do your goofiest impression, and tickle a child that you love. So we all should know that we always have a choice. So be aware of our choices, and we all should learn to say no. You cannot do everything you are asked to do by your friends or family or anyone. uh, be thankful and connect to others. Talk to your family members, talk to your friends, which will surely help you. And also listen to music. You can develop healthy eating habits. You can maintain balanced life with a healthy lifestyle as well. And do the things which actually you love to do. Take proper rest. And this is the ABC strategy, which is awareness, balance, and control. So basically, you can first you should be aware of what the problem is, and then you should try to balance it with your life. And then third, control the situation, and you can easily deal with the problems. Next slide, please. Yeah, thank you. So Sharma sir has already given the examples of popular victims, or say popular fighters who has gone through serious problems, serious depressions, and then uh, so yeah, same thing. Sir Isaac Newton, Winston Churchill, Amitabh Bachchan, Hrithik Roshan, Walt Disney, and Nick Vujicic. So here I would especially like to talk about Nick Vujicic. So basically, he was born with a tetra amelia syndrome, which is a very rare disorder, and that disorder can be characterized by absence of all four limbs. So he was tormented to such an extent that at the age of 10, he tried to attempt suicide. After the years of feeling alone and worthless, he had an epiphany one day when he was reading an article about a disabled person. And he realized that he had the ability to take control of his life. Instead of looking at everything which he lacked, he started looking at everything he could have. And now he is a very famous author and international speaker. So this is the way you can develop a positive attitude towards stressful situation. And this is a picture which I found on internet, which describes all the stress reduction methods. You can stop overthinking and have a creative visualization. You can also talk to people and take social support from them, do meditation, biofeedback, time management, relaxation response, regular exercise, and breathing exercises. And I'm pretty sure it will surely help you to reduce stress and have a positive attitude towards stress, and look the other side of stress, that it can be useful. It will always act as a driving force in our life to do things. And that's all. Thank you so much, sir, for providing me this opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, Suraj. So now moving to the question which have been typed by various seminar attendees. So let's moving to question answer. So the first question put up by Mr. Kanayaji Anand, who is based on Gangapat project of Rodic. So the first question put up by Mr. Anand is means can we expect 100 years age during this modern age where stress is developing from many sources? So this question he has put forward for Mr. Sharma sir.
Uh, can you see me, Ajit? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The question is, can we expect 100-year and agree all in this condition? If yes, how, please, Mr. Sharma ji? Okay, Mr. Kanaya ji Anand, thank you so much for this question. On a lighter note, I would like to say that the mathematical answer would be the 100-year is probability on the base of probability 50-50. So yes, we can expect if we have positive attitude. और दूसरा lighter note again, I have not lived 100 years. So, but on the serious side of this question, ओके हम लोग देखते हैं कि बहुत सारी हर जगह पे हमको यम नियम, जैसे हम प्राणायाम भी करते हैं, यम नियम आसन प्राणायाम, और उसके आगे सारी प्रक्रिया चलती है। तो कोई भी प्रोसेस पे पहले डूज एंड डोंट्स, यानी यम और नियम का अर्थ है डूज एंड डोंट्स। तो अगर हम डूज एंड डोंट्स को प्रॉपरली फॉलो करें तो क्यों नहीं 100 साल जिएंगे। तो लेकिन इसके लिए एजुकेशन चाहिए। तो ये जैसे जिस तरह से आज हमने इतना डिटेल में स्ट्रेस मैनेजमेंट के ऊपर में डिस्कस किया, हम लोग कई बार तो जानते ही नहीं है कि हम स्ट्रेस में हैं। तो हमने देखा जैसे कि बहुत सारे इंडिकेटर्स हैं स्ट्रेस के, तो उनके द्वारा हम जान सकते हैं कि हम स्ट्रेस में हैं। जैसे मोटे हो रहे हैं, खाने की आदतें हमारी बिगड़ रही हैं, या हम वर्क प्लेस में डिसऑर्गेनाइज्ड हैं, या हम चीज़ों को बहुत ध्यान से नहीं देखते हैं, उनके बारे में असेसमेंट नहीं करते हैं। अगर काम की बात ली जाए, जैसे मनोज सर कह रहे थे, तो बहुत जरूरी है। तो काम वर्क प्लेस पे देखिए, हमला एक अपना 1/3 लाइफ स्पेंड करते हैं। जैसे 8 घंटे हैं तो 8 या 24 हो गया, तो 8 घंटा हम वर्क प्लेस पे स्पेंड करते हैं, और विच इज़ वेरी एक्टिव लाइफ इन आवर वर्क प्लेस। अगर हम वहाँ बिल्कुल ऑर्गेनाइज तरीके से रहें, अपने काम के प्रति ध्यान दें और नियमों का पालन करें, तो क्यों नहीं हम 100 साल जी पाएंगे। तो मेरे ख्याल से तो शॉर्ट में आंसर यही होगा। और डिटेल में जाना है, स्पिरिचुअल आंसर भी हैं इसके, तो मैं सेपरेटली आपसे कभी बात होगी तो मैं कर सकता हूँ। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, sir. So the next question put up by Mr. Chitran sir, who is BUH Railways. So this question is put up for all the 4 panelists. Anybody can answer it. So
Okay.
he is asking that what is the major difference between stress and depression?
Depression is result of stress. We have seen that graph, Bell graph. तो जब हमारा जो स्ट्रेस एक पर्टिकुलर लेवल से दूर चला जाता है, ज़्यादा हो जाता है, तो हमारी परफॉर्मेंस नीचे आने लगती है, और हमारा वो नेगेटिव साइकिल शुरू हो जाता है, विशियस सर्कल वी कॉल इट। तो उस जैसे वो हमारी परफॉर्मेंस डाउन होती है, तो और हमारे को थोड़ा टेंशन आती है, फिर और टेंशन आती है, और फिर परफॉर्मेंस डाउन होती है। तो इस तरह से हम नेगेटिव साइकिल में प्रवेश कर जाते हैं। तो इस वजह से जो है हम डिप्रेशन का शिकार हो जाते हैं। तो स्ट्रेस, डिप्रेशन जो है स्ट्रेस का रिजल्ट है। एनीवन एल्स आल्सो कैन आंसर, अदर पैनलिस्ट आई विल रिक्वेस्ट टू आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन आल्सो।
Yeah, thank you, sir. So the next question put up by Mr. Pradapta, who is a BUH chairman. So this question here, she is asking for from Mr. Utkarsh. So the question is, how does one define, or he can create one's boundary when one is in a hierarchy system, and no matter how much you are wanting to define it, your boundaries are always enforced by your higher ups, and you feel helpless. So there is always a fear of losing your job. So what suggestions you can put forward, Mr. Utkarsh?
Okay, thank you, Ajit, and thank you, Shipra ma'am, for the question. So I think your answer is into your question only. So when there's a hierarchy system, if your first level is not able to hear you properly or listen to your problems, you may always go up to a more higher level than that. So I'll give you an example of our organization only. So whenever our BD head, Mr. Anshuman Krishanu, in our department, there's always workload on the employees. But still in that situation, if ever he calls on a unreasonable time to do some work, and I am able to convey him that I am not in a present position to do such kind of a work, so he'll obviously not ask me to do it. So that is the thing in a hierarchy system also. You need to convey your problems to your co-workers properly, maybe your seniors or subordinates, as you mentioned. I hope that clears your question.
Yeah, thank you, Utkarsh.
Yes, surely. Thank you, Utkarsh.
Yeah, the fourth question put by Ms. Smita Bhattacharya is that how we can be compassionate towards other colleagues who may be battling stress. So this is an open question to the 4 panelists. So anybody who feels that he can answer better, you can continue.
You want me to answer? You want me to
Sure.
answer this question?
Sure,
देखिए,
sir.
मैं हिंदी में ही बोलूँगा अभी, क्योंकि जो पहले का फ्लो बना है कि हाउ कैन वी बी कंपैशनेट टुवर्ड्स अदर कोलीग्स हु मे बी बैटलिंग स्ट्रेस। तो देखिए, पहले तो स्ट्रेस के बारे में हमको जानकारी होना चाहिए, उसके इंडिकेटर्स जैसे हमने देखे हैं कि इंडिकेटर्स हैं स्ट्रेस के, तो वो जानकारी होना चाहिए। और साथ में ये एक बहुत सारा उनसे हमारी फ्रेंडशिप भी होनी चाहिए। अगर उस कोलीग के साथ फ्रेंडशिप ही नहीं है तो वो अपनी प्रॉब्लम जो शेयर भी नहीं करेगा कि वाई ही इज अंडर स्ट्रेस। तो एक तो है कि हमारा जो फ्रेंडली बिहेवियर होना चाहिए हमारे कोलीग्स के साथ में, सार्कास्टिक जैसा नहीं होना चाहिए। और जब हम लोग ये जानते हैं तो, और हमको नॉलेज है प्रॉपर, और हम उसकी पर्सनल प्रॉब्लम को जानते हैं, तो डेफिनेटली आई थिंक एनी गुड ह्यूमन बीइंग कैन be helpful, and they can be compassionate, they can be they can guide them। तो ये सारी जो चीज़ें हैं, जैसे हम हमारी कंपनी में की ही जा रही हैं, जैसे हम बहुत सारे ग्रीवियंसेस रिड्रेसल सेल बनाते हैं, बहुत लोगों के मन में होता है बहुत सारा कुछ चीज़ें, तो उसके लिए वो सेल बनाया गया है, तो उसमें वो शेयर करते हैं। तो बस वो जो सेल को हैंडल करने वाले हैं, दे शुड लुक द थिंग्स कंपैशनेटली एंड प्रोएक्टिवली, पॉजिटिवली। तो ऐसा है, तो इस तरह से हम अपने बेसिकली कोलीग्स को तो फ्रेंडशिप के जरिए ही मेरे ख्याल से हेल्प कर सकते हैं, और नॉलेज के जरिए। थैंक यू सो मच।
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your views. And in practicality, you have explained ki how our company is doing for the betterment of our employees. Thank you, sir. So now moving to the closer side, so I would request Mr. Rajasekharan Karunakaran sir, who is advisor in project management. So sir, I would request you to please switch on your mic and video for a word of thanks.
Thank you, Ajit. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
I suppose you can see me also now.
Yes, sir, we can see you. Yeah.
Okay. It was a very good presentation, right from the beginning till the end. All our panelists have done pretty well. Mr. Sharma has done a wonderful job of explaining what stress is. He quoted examples from real life as well as from mythology. My only discordant note is that he put a lot of emphasis on mental health, stress leading to mental health. After reading his PowerPoint presentation, I tried to understand whether there is a direct relationship between mental health as such and stress. I don't know for sure that there is a direct relationship. So, and again, the person, the psychologist who defined stress initially in 1936, Mr. Hans Selye, he himself later on said that the definition of stress should be a rate of wear and tear of the body. So by rate of wear and tear of the body, I don't think that it is equated to can be equated to rate of wear and tear of mind. It may lead, too much of stress may lead to ill health, mental ill health. But the person who defined it also said that absence of stress is equal to death. Absence of stress is equal to death. He says that even when you are sleeping, you are under stress. So stress is not something, according to, at least to me, stress is not something you must be overly worried about. In an engineering sense, it is not. Because you apply force, the body on which the force is applied is stressed, you remove the force, the body comes back to its original position. May not be fully original, may not be fully to the original position, but at least it's bounced back. So that was my only concern. However, having said that, Sharma ji actually has done a very good job of explaining the stress. And moving on, Rahul Pandey. One thing I want to tell all of our participants in between. I'm very happy that the young people are coming forward to be part of webinars, do a lot of research and make presentations. I'm really happy that Utkarsh Srivastava, Rahul Pandey and Suraj Jaybhai have done so much of work, and they also did a lot of, the presentations were really well presented. The PPTs and the way they explained, it was really good. Coming to Rahul Pandey, he concentrated on the hazards and impact of stress. And he pointed out the crux of handling stress while referring to COVID-19. See, that is the point which struck me. COVID-19, he said that we were all under stress when it started because we didn't know. However, after 6 months of COVID, now, even though there are more people under COVID, the recovery rate is also high. And the reason is that we know to may not be fully, but at least to a large extent, what do we have to do in terms of getting away from COVID, not preventing, but at least moving away from COVID. It's like a shadow boxing, but still we know the ground rules as how to not get COVID, and we are doing that. So what is important here is knowing what you have to do. This is what Manoj Kumar ji had said initially. You have to know what you are supposed to do. See, when you start up a project, we are all in a project, in a team. Our job is distributed. So when it is distributed, we as members of the team should know what we are expected to do. If we know that fully well, then we shall just, like a duck to water, we jump into it. We have no qualms, we have no trouble, we have no doubt about it, because we know what we are supposed to do. Now, if we do not know what we are supposed to do, then that fact that we do not know starts creating stress. Oh, how shall we do it when we do not know? Now, what do we do then? We need to ask people around us, our seniors, how to do this done. What is wrong in that? That is what is called a teamwork. Do not forget that you are not alone. There are people around you. You ask them, you understand what is to be done. You discuss with them. See, that is if you look at all these presentations, all the 4 presentations, the main trend through all the presentations is one thing: talk. T-A-L-K. Talk to your family, talk to your friends, talk to your colleagues, talk to your seniors. You go on understanding. You increase your knowledge level. You become more confident. The stress will go away. You won't even know that there is stress. So, even though we are talking about stress management, the fundamental aspect is that we are interested with the work and we should know what we should do for completing that work successfully. If we don't know, ask. Everything else is only additions. Like what Suraj said, he listens to songs, very good. He listens to joke, you laugh, fine. But the basic thing is discuss, talk. There won't be anything called stress then. Okay, you all did very well. Thank you, Rahul, Utkarsh, Suraj, and Sharmaji. That's all from me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for your comments. I will definitely appreciate your comments.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for lovely word of thanks. You explained all the things, and you have given me summary of all the things which we have discussed today. So now moving on to the closing. So I would like to thank all the panelists for sharing their insightful and fascinating discussion. In my opinion, I feel that more of our doubts, even all of our doubts, have been clear to everyone, and the next session of Webinar Club is scheduled for 11 September. I would strongly encourage you all to participate as panelists and moderators. You can reach out to me or Ms. Nidhi Sood for more details. As these webinars are conducted in-house, so should you have any query or feedback, you can drop a line to Ms. Smita Bhattacharya at communications@rodic.com. Thank you all. Stay tuned. Stay connected. Thank you.